Hey everybody, we're back. We're going to start a new campaign today.
I fight for the
I
greater
am
good.
debating on whether to go High Elves or Dark Elves. I'm going to go
We
High Elves
must
just because they have
preserve
better
this
range
world.
units. Pretty much complete opposite of Lizard Men, so let's get into this here.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage Calador Dragon Tamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen. But this time, its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with two tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lordmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
Wow. So Tyrion, going off on his brother a little bit. Let's read this. Ever watchful for a chance to strike at their mortal enemies, the hateful Dark Elves have taken advantage of the discord wrought by the comet's appearance to launch an invasion of Ulthuan, the divine home of the High Elves, Lothern, the High Elf capital city and seat of the Phoenix King. Oh!
I humbly beg of your attention, Prince Tyrion. I come with blessings from the lore masters of Safari. Though I am but a short-lived man, my advice will be, though your rapid march south has brought some welcome additional forces,
Okay.
your host enters the theater of war, Prince Tyrion. Wield your forces wisely. The city-port of Lothan, your capital, is the seat of the Phoenix King. A garrison defends. Lightning strikes by the enemy have gained them control of the Tower of Lycian, Lord Tyrion. Its capture means they now command the Straits of Lothan at both ends.
Alright.
Prince Tyrion, now is the perfect time to attack. Good. Now, issue an order to engage the enemy, my lord. Battle is upon you, Prince Tyrion.
The Dark Elves, the Druchii, as they are known amongst the elven kind, are the mortal enemies of the High Elves, or Asur. A state of bitter wars persisted between the Asur and Druchii for millennia, and no quarter is ever given in the frequent battles between the two. Tyrion knows that the citizens of Lothern will receive no mercy if it falls to the enemy, and that the meager force he commands is the best hope of averting the capital's destruction.
Fellow Asya, hear my words. Yet again, the Druchii come at us, a never-ending tide of war. But Ulthuan's cliffs are strong. Its shores refuse to be washed away by the waves of our hated kin. Today we must guard Lothan's sea walls. Let the Druchii torrent come. Their waves will break upon us. Turn back the flood. For Ulthuan, for the Phoenix King, for Asurion.
Alright.
The Druchii raiders were last sighted close to here, Prince Tyrion. Survey the area for yourself. Your presence on the field inspires the elves you command, Prince Tyrion. Under your leadership, your elves stand ready for battle, Prince Tyrion. Each one has sworn an oath to drive the Druchii enemy. The hills and valleys of this place conceal the enemy's whereabouts, my lord. The time has come to advance, my lord. First, select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces.
Heir of Anarion.
Good. Now issue a move order towards your army. The troops are assembled and await your arrival. Excellent. Your place is on. The time has come to advance your warriors, my lord. Select your whole army so that the order may be given to all. Good. Now order your army forward, my lord. Let us crest this ridge and find where the enemy lies. Excellent. Your army advance in search of the enemy, my lord.
I turn it to cinematic mode, but in the tutorial you cannot, so
Remember,
I'm just going to look at
that orders
these
are issued only to
really,
units currently
really
selected.
gorgeous High Elf models. And they look good. Tyrion, by the way, is a duelist, so he's going to do better in combat against other lords and heroes, so other single unit entities. So he should have no
The
time,
enemy coming to sight, my
or
lord.
not a hard
We have
time
caught them
against
by
this enemy
surprise.
hero.
Advance quickly before they can retreat.
Very angry-looking
Awaits.
dark elven lady.
For Assyrian! Serve the king!
The Druchii intend to give battle, Prince Tyrion. Send your elven warriors
get
into attack. Show the enemy no
The
mercy.
shot of Tyrion running in here.
Assign individual targets for each of your units when attacking, my lord. Keep a
Now
wide
you see they
formation.
stop.
Do not
Oh,
let your
they
forces
didn't
be
stop
surrounded.
before.
Be sure to keep watch on your warriors in battle, my lord. Their very lives may depend on it.
Oh, so there's Tyrion already killed a unit. That guy didn't have a good day. Oh, he's taken down two. And looks like our unit's doing fairly well here so far. It's a pretty even matchup.
Shield of the Ever Queen!
Yeah, okay, so our spearmen are starting to win decisively. Very decisively, in fact. The High Elven infantry, normal
The
infantry,
enemy lose the will to
usually
fight. See how they run from the battle.
will take
Press
out
your advantage.
the Dark Elf infantry every day of the week. So. Okay, got more enemy forces coming.
Advance
Gotta get
upon
to
the
the hill.
ridge without delay, my lord. That position offers you the best chance of victory against such an...
Turn down the music just a little bit. Oh, reinforcements. There they are.
Allied forces approach Tyrion. See that some amongst their number carry bows. They will be able to rain arrows upon the Druchii from behind your front lines.
So we're gonna
The
set up our
reinforcements
spearmen
now
here on
fall
this
under your
ridge.
control, my lord. Move the infantry into your front line. The extra bodies are sorely needed.
And then we're gonna move the range right behind. And we can see where the infantry are gonna
Place
line
your
up if you
fresh
hold the
missile
space bar.
troops
So
behind
that's a
your
nice
army.
little tip.
They will fire automatically if the
Tyrion's
enemy
gonna-
come into range.
We'll have Tyrion line up in the back instead of in the front. Okay, let's see what's coming here. So we have 3 more units of Dread Spears. The Dreadlord. That's another Dread Lady, so she'll be melee. The Dread Lords are males and they're ranged. The Dread Ladies are female and they are the melee units, so that's an interesting little tidbit.
Be sure to
Shades are
arrange your
ranged.
infantry in a line for the coming battle, my
They
lord.
have a lot of units,
Each
so,
unit should come.
but we should be fine.
Excellent, my lord. The ridge is yours.
Let's see if I can group these guys. Nope, can't group them. Alright, so let's see if we're gonna make it so that we're slightly on the ridge of the hill because I want our archers to have a little bit better fire and I want them up on this hill. Let's get a little bit better range, a little bit better firing arc. So we should be good there. Let's see how our archers look. They're pretty neat. Circlets. There's Tyrion. He looks so cool. As you can see, the blood pack has come out. Tyrion is covered in it. And our front line spearmen are pretty covered. Back line spearmen still pretty clean. Haven't really fought much yet. And there we go. So already our arrows are pouring in. We're gonna turn our spearmen to guard mode so they don't chase anybody that may run away from them later. And yeah, the fire from High Elf bows is pretty withering. Alright.
The enemy are nearly upon you, my lord.
Okay, so that's gonna buff our melee defense and leadership. And I'm gonna get Tyrion in here to deal with the Dread Lady.
My lord, order your forces forward to envelop the enemy where possible. Do not.
I'm gonna have my range attack their range. Time to go for it here. Alright. Get a couple of good shots. It's Shades just fighting it. Taking out a lot of models. These guys are not armored, so our arrows will do good against them. The missile damage of the High Elves is, for the regular archers, is non-armor piercing, so that's a little frustrating because it's really tough, like fighting chaos, to go ranged. You're better off going, you know, heavy Phoenix Guard and whatnot, you know, armor piercing units. Not to say they can't, it's just a little harder. That's all. Alright, those shades are all but done. Yeah, look at that, there's barely any left. Can't believe they still have that good of leadership, actually.
Mounted reinforcements, my lord.
Okay,
Carry them into
cavalry
battle, for they are
comes.
sorely needed.
legitimately. Alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to widen out our formation first. That's going to maximize the charge we get, and we're going to go right into the back. Go right into the back of these melee units.
Your reinforcements approach the battle. Have them charge the enemy rear. The impact alone may break their courage to fight.
Let's watch this happen. Oh, this should be nice.
Our allies' weakness sickens me.
Oh, yes. Yes. Beautiful. Boom. Okay. And silver helms are pretty good infantry, cavalry. They're not the best, but they're definitely solid cavalry. It's a pretty nice. The High Elves have a very nice mix of everything. By that I mean, you know, cavalry, monsters, ranged infantry, everything. They have a really good mix, so they're a nice army. News of Tyrion's victory against the Druchii spreads quickly throughout Lothern. The plazas of the capital are filled with scenes of revelry, much to the consternation of the Phoenix Court, still on a war footing. Out in the field, Tyrion and his forces bandage their wounds and collect the waystones of the dead.
Glorious victory.
Lothern is secure for now.
The Phoenix King sends his congratulations, Prince Tyrion, for the Druchii invaders have been driven from the...
Slaves are always useful.
So we can replenish our units, which it looks like over there on the left would get us back to full health. We could kill them and get some experience, or we could sell them and lose some replenishment. We're gonna get the replenishment. Force some labor on.
Your forces are weary from battle, yet they still rid their distance. Your army can still move, is shown around it, my lord.
Alright, so
the enemy still threaten your capital, Prince Tyrion.
I'm gonna move here,
Move now to block
that's
the route
where
from the south.
Mr. Advisor wants us to go.
More Asa stand ready to take up arms in the name of the Phoenix
And
King.
we're gonna go
Recruit
all
them now. Excellent
ranged.
choices, my lord.
Because those
You will,
few
of
frontline
course, be
spearmen
aware.
should
Let us
be...
review what destruction
should
the
do
Druchii
fine.
have wrought on your territory, my prince. Select Lothern to inspect your province. The province surrounding your capital. Cities
We already
within
know
the
all
local
about
province are
the
shown
provinces
here, my lord, along with any.
in the last video.
Shown also are those cities in the province that were lost to the enemy. Your capital and the building. Here we may see the state of the province that surrounds your capital.
Yes.
The enemy raids have
Yep,
caused
so
considerable
all this
unrest.
stuff I believe
Public
we've gone
order
over
is
before.
Your cities
If not,
are the
let me know,
backbone
but-
of your state, my lord.
Fairly
Tax
certain.
road, construct. There is nothing more you can do for now, my lord. Let
Okay.
the enemy opt to
Here
attack
we
your
are.
position, my lord. Ready your force.
So it looks like we have a couple of bleak swords to deal with, a couple of dread spears, unit of shades, and then a bolt thrower along with their lord. That should be no problem.
Battle is upon you once again, my lord. Always survey the terrain prior to battle and position your troops to gain an edge. This forest may be used to conceal your forces. Arrange your
Okay.
cavalry here, my lord.
Yep, alright. Got it. Cavalry in the forest.
Good.
Yep.
Your
Got it. Guys on the
Pay
ridge.
attention to your unit
I'm
cards,
betting.
my lord, for they indicate the status of your troops. Be mindful of your army. This ridge will afford your troops an edge in the coming battle, my lord.
Oh,
Place
how did
the
I know
rest
that?
of your troops close by and claim its forward slope.
Heir of Anarion.
Good. Your troops are ready, my lord. Just give the signal and the engagement shall begin.
alright.
Spearman.
To arms then.
Spearmen
the enemy
here on the
enter
ridge.
field. Advance and claim the hilltop, my lord. Its slopes will serve your forces well. Keep your cavalry hidden.
Archers. Forward.
Archers right here.
Move. As you say. Onward. Move. Moving out. Make Ulthuan proud.
My lord, the enemy...
Alright, so there's their bolt thrower. These are, I have found to be very good against infantry units. And they don't have any type of, cannon per se, but they do have those, ballistas.
The enemy draw close, my lord.
We're going to
Be
take
sure
out
to
their
have your
ranged with one of our cavalry, and then we're going to take out their artillery with the other. I don't know why we're not moving.
Weapons ready.
Just going to go ahead and attack. Might as well. And I'm going to have attack the bleak swords, and then we're going to have Tyrion run from behind to get those guys. Yeah, these dark shards didn't stand a chance from the charge of the silver helms, to be honest. There we go, we got our spears pouring in. We're going to have our spears flank on this side. Oh, guys trying to get away, or to get around. Not going to let that happen. We're going to have our now we don't want these guys to start falling to friendly fire, so we're going to toggle off fire at will, and we're going to have them start pouring in here. Where is Tyrion to chase this guy down?
Striking forth.
Okay, we've shattered the ballista, or the Reaper bolt thrower, as the Dark Elves call it. Normally you won't want to charge your ranged units in, but we have a pretty overwhelming advantage right now. And here we go. Not as nice of a charge as we've seen in the past, but good nonetheless. Okay, let's see how our infantry is doing. Doing very well, as I would expect. Let's see how Tyrion's doing. I don't think this Dreadlord has much of a chance. Oh, looks like Murderous Prowess is kicked in for the Dark Elves. But it matters not, because I think we're going to take this one pretty easily. You know what? I'm going to have the cavalry recharge the Dread Spears here. I don't know how these bleak swords aren't shattered yet. Come on, shatter. I assume once they start getting running down here, maybe. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay.
The enemy have been put to flight, my lord. Victory is yours.
And there's that nice rear charge from the Silver Helms, you can see. Those guys are just pancaked in the middle. They have no chance. Alright, so pretty healthy victory there. Not too bad, only 60 losses to 413. So we're going to replenish our units again. Alright, so mission issued. Capture and occupy the Cult of Excess. Any settlement. My prince, I fear the purpose of this ill-advised invasion by our Dark Elf kin, the Druchii, is to distract us from their true cause. Their search for scrolls is concerned, and we cannot let them sully Ulthuan either, let alone encroach on Lothern. I will focus on preparing the first ritual, while you defend our homeland and expel these fools. Alright, so one thing that the High Elves have that no other race has is influence, and we'll get into that once we start getting more influence. But it's really cool and I'm kind of excited to show it to you. It's a really, really useful tool, campaign-wise. A gift from the Phoenix King. Hail news, Prince Tyrion. King Finubar, in consultation with the War Council, has granted you use of his bodyguard and defense garrisons of Lothern to repel the Druchii invaders. So we got an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower and a Flamespire Phoenix. So awesome.
Shield against the
And
darkness.
you know, we were recruiting 3 archers, so now we have 3 spearmen, 5 archers, 2 cavalry units, a bolt thrower, and a phoenix. So we're looking pretty good
The
here.
Reaper. Seal.
And we can definitely
Bring me
take this, but
battle.
we're gonna fight this just so you can kind of see the range of the bolt thrower, and then how well these high elven units do, even against units with shields. Again, like I said, they struggle with armor, but shields, they're pretty good at getting through. So, and they are right here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna line up our cavalry in the force. We're gonna hide them, and we're just gonna rush from the side. We're gonna have our bolt thrower back here. And the bolt thrower should force them to come to us. Gonna put Tyrion right behind the spears. Then we're just gonna set the Phoenix off to the side. The Phoenix only has to do anything if I need them to. They should be fine though. And again, those silver helms are hidden. So, and we're gonna want to switch to multi-shot. Multi-shot, it increases the amount of bolts that get thrown from the bolt thrower. It's better used for anti-infantry, whereas the standard round does better against large units, so monsters, flying, you know, dragons, trolls, things like that. But I like using it against the infantry. It's usually fairly powerful. And in fact, you know what? I just noticed this. We have a hill right here. We're gonna move our units there. We're also going to move our cavalry up, because we can still move up and be hidden from view, so that's good. The Phoenix also has an ability, this Wake of Fire. Basically, it just drops fire on the enemy. You can do that 10 times. That's pretty neat. In fact, let's go do that right now. If we can, dark shards might be able to reach us by then. Nah, I don't think so. Looks like we'll be safe. We're just gonna do a flyby and show it to you really quick. It's pretty neat. Boom. Missed. That's okay. We'll fly by, do it again, and later on. But this is my, you know, usual classic, very defensive playstyle. Gonna have to force them to come to us because we do have the bolt thrower. If it ever gets into range to use.
Forward.
There we go. We have the arrows start pouring in.
Battle calls. Quickly now.
And as you can see, we've already broken one unit of their dread spears.
We go.
attack right into the rear here. These dark shards. And drop some fire. I'm gonna have him attack. Yeah. Gonna counter charge. Got the Phoenix taking on their Lord. Take that matchup every day of the week, but we want to get out of there before the anti-large of the Dread Spears gets into us. And we're also going to want to tell our range units to start attacking these melee units that are trying to keep us from getting these range units. There we go, that was a good hit. Knock their Lord around a little bit, get back up. Where is Tyrion during all of this? Got stuck again. Murderous prowess kicked in for the Dark Elves. Alright, and there we go. We shattered those guys. Cavalry gonna get into these dark shards. And between Tyrion and the Phoenix, this guy doesn't stand a chance. There you go. Alright. Oh, and you can see these dark shards are rallying. There we go. Mass rout. Alright, so as you can see, those range units really did a number on their morale once they started getting in there and doing really doing work. And they basically went untouched. You can see the kills: 77, 69, 73, 41, 28, 39. Definitely the MVPs of that battle. I'm gonna take the replenishment again. Got the Sword of Might. Gives Tyrion plus 6% weapon strength. That's pretty nice. And since we just defeated this garrison, we're just going to go ahead and auto-resolve. Yep. Barely any losses. And we're going to occupy it. And we've completed our first mission. So, there we go. Next mission. Provincial control. Maintain control of one province, either by direct ownership or through vassals and military alliances. It is no surprise that the Dark Elves proved stubborn, my prince. They have always coveted Ulthuan since before the Sundering, but they have no place here. Purge the province of Druchii. This is Asur land. So, if we look here, Lothern, the Glittering Tower, and the Tower of Lycian. So, and that's what we got to take, and that's what we are going to take. But that'll be next time. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed it. You know, early stages of the campaign are always a little bit tough, but once we get rolling here, I think you're really going to like it. Alright, have a good night.